We can try it.
I guess it's at the end. Hey guys, welcome back to the DimesCast. It's good to see you. I'm Emmett. This is Jaden. And we're here joined by probably one of the most loved DJs within Brisbane. Fooni. Give it up. Give it up for Fooni. Everyone, come on. Give him a clap. Give him a clap. Now. Oh.
Samples.
Yeah, anything. Bro, it's good to see you, man.
Good to see you too.
How you been?
Good, bro. Real good.
You're looking good.
Hey, man, you know, nothing. Nah, man, I've just been chilling. Literally just been working on beats and, like, just working on my own shit.
That's the thing. That's it.
Man.
You brought out a new tune on Friday, didn't you?
Yeah,
Ooh.
that was pretty cool.
We were just listening to it before.
Oh.
It's dope.
That's
Got that future vibe. Hit me in the feels.
I don't know. We sort of like I posted up like I had a track previously finished, and then I was like, okay, like I want to work with someone. Posted up an Instagram post and it was just like, who wants to collab?
Oh.
Straight away, he's like, hey man, I want to work with you. I was like,
This is Graveyards, by the way.
yeah,
Yeah.
Graveyards, good guy,
Great
love
guy.
you, man.
Good dude.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he just inboxed me and was just like, yo, I got these stems. Have a geese, let me know. And I was like, all right, cool. Came back with like a melody and a chord, which was basically what's in the main drop. And then it just sort of went, I think 4 versions done. I'm like, sweet.
4 virgins.
4 virgins, 2 goats, 1 chicken.
No, that's amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
with our like experience on collabs, we can go up to like the 20th version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some roll out, some don't.
Yeah.
It's always hit and miss.
It's a learning curve, but it's good. Like
You gotta collab with people, man. It's actually awesome. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
A lot.
because you guys have done like some really good collaborations with a lot of like EDM guys.
Yeah, it's been like it's good because you gather knowledge from whoever you collab with,
Exactly.
and like you get experience. That's how you get better as producers. But like that one that you guys just did,
Yeah.
it obviously just sounds like you guys just gelled.
Yeah.
instantly.
It wasn't really necessarily like so what kind of vibe we're thinking of. It was just like, here these. All right, I'm gonna add this. That sounds sick. I'm gonna add this. It's like, all right, we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like tight.
Yeah,
They're
that's
the
great.
best ones, 100%.
It was
Exactly.
literally just like a real good, I guess, chemistry.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And we were talking about like just before, but like you had that conversation about if you wanted to like release it on a label or go after a label or just self-release. How was that process?
Yeah. I think it was just like what do you mean, like how it came about? Or?
Yeah, or like you guys were just deciding on where you want, because like that's
Yeah.
a pretty big step
Yeah.
for releasing.
I guess for me it was a case where he had like experience within that kind of stuff. I'm sort of new to the game. Like I've like released 1 track as a remix, 1 as a flip, and that was like, you know, my only 2.
On the Juice WRLD one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, yeah.
Crazy
That's it.
thing, that one hit like it actually blew up a lot more on YouTube and like other places than SoundCloud. But it like, I guess for me it was cool because it was like I didn't think like that, and then
Yeah.
boom, I see it's like over 500K.
Yeah,
I was like, people like kids are using them in their Fortnite videos and stuff. I'm just like, that's so weird, but it's cool because it's like,
so cool, man. I remember seeing it just randomly on YouTube,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, wait, is that?
hey,
Wait,
guys.
what?
It was just like an unexpected thing, really. But I guess back to the track that we were just doing, we were just like, okay, I feel like this is something that we just sort of did naturally. Let's just make it something like that. So naturally, we just for free on that, and then eventually it's going to be a case where I want to start putting it on bigger platforms. So with more music comes more opportunities to do that. At the moment, I feel like it's just a good move just to just sort of like ease in.
For sure,
Yeah.
man. No, and you're definitely killing it, bro. And I
Thanks,
think
man.
that's where we talk about this a lot in terms of like self-releasing and self-releasing versus labels.
Labels, yeah.
Label releases.
I think, you know, Jaden was really inspired by Russ
Yeah.
in terms of his like self-releasing TuneCore type stuff.
Yeah, 100%. That's how he came up. He just started putting stuff out on SoundCloud and then eventually went from SoundCloud to TuneCore, and he just self-releases everything.
Yeah.
Which he like, you know, owns all his music. It doesn't
It's
belong
pretty
to
good,
like,
yeah. Literally masters, films, directs.
But like you get
and-
inspired by that stuff, but like
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with label releases.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Yeah.
Especially if you've got a good label backing you, like why
Yeah.
not? Like who cares?
That's it.
Yeah.
Especially if it's one of the bigger ones, like you'd be dumb not to.
Yeah. I mean, and I think that's like a big thing for, like, it's probably one of the biggest steps in terms of releasing music is where you gotta release it. You know, you need to find.
It's water. It's water.
You don't need to hide it, man. You can bring it up here. Bring it up here. It's all good.
Mac is gonna see it and just be like,
Oh, we can blur that out. Can we blur it out? All right, sorry. But yeah, what
On the lean in the middle of the podcast.
No, it's water.
Water.
Film gang.
Yeah, I'm done. So, bro, what about DJing, man? Tell me about that. Tell me from the beginning, bro.
The beginning. Wow. Okay. It's a long story, but like, I guess how it all came about was that like when I was in high school, I used to do dance like competitions. Like there was this thing in like 2005 onwards where they had like this Bring It On competition. It's like all the schools go compete. Like this,
and you were just there, just crumping it out, bro.
Oh yeah.
You were
like,
the front line, just
You were
like
jacking.
Me, little kid.
You were jacking for sure.
Like, I'm gonna put this on. Like, there's a video, like a couple when I was like young as hell, like 12, like yeah.
Yo,
Here we go.
Wait.
I should have done this, but
I can see in the corner of my eye just the fingers are typing away.
But I did that, and then it turned into like I was intrigued by the music. Like, how does every beat hit with every dance move we did? Ended up going on my like family laptop, tried to find something. Guess what I found? Virtual DJ.
Yeah.
I was just like, did that. Started learning how to like sync what were BPMs, what were keys. I learned about acapellas and like things. It's so trash because it's like, not to say trash, but like the beats that I had up there, I could tell like, I hear it now. It's like, of course, I was on virtual DJ. There's default samples and shit on it. I started doing that stuff for a bit, and then started doing like house parties, just naturally, just like saving up, making beats and all that kind of, making mixes, fiddling.
Sick. Nice.
And then that went from meeting up with two mates. One that I did, well, basically they both did the same thing, kind of like they all had gear, like equipment and lasers and smoke fog machines, yada yada yada. But they didn't have a DJ. I was that guy.
Man, because like that's when we would like see you out often, and then that's when we would cross paths a lot because I think when we were hanging out with like Josh Harden and Deezy,
Yeah.
and I think maybe we'll see you with,
Hamadi,
like,
shout out
Hamadi. Man, these guys are killing it. But yeah, we would like. I would be always ask you, being like, where are you? Like, are you coming out, or why aren't you here at this event? But you were always just setting up parties, man. So like, what was that like?
That was a really cool experience for me. Overall, it was like a lot of fun. It kind of like made me more motivated to a point where it's like, yo, you can make some money out of this. You can do this. And now it's like, you can do it like more, I guess.
Yeah.
A lot of practice, I guess. Really practice. It was learning how to not necessarily just play to a crowd, but like the whole crowd.
Yeah.
Which is weird because it was like, I used to play 80s parties. I have to make like 30, 40-year-old veterans and stuff like at RSLs.
Wow.
See, I skipped all that.
Yeah, I had to go through all of that. It was like weddings, house parties, like just a bunch of like that stuff. A lot of 18s. And it was a lot of like, I could tell each year what the big hit was by the time the end of the year finished.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
Yeah, like David Guetta Bad.
I did one party and
But like,
it wasn't too bad.
It's crazy to think about it though, because that's how I linked up with you.
Yeah, well,
It's a weird thing.
So I met
Really?
you through your cousin.
Deesh.
Yeah. But I also knew your other cousins because they went to my school with my brother.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And then, what happened?
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can't. You're
You
gonna
can't
remember more than me.
Nah, so like basically at the time I was like looking at like I used to DJ with guys like Ryan Hall and Tyler, and they used to keep talking hologram, the boys. Yeah, and they were talking about the Boundary. Yeah, I DJ the Boundary.
Ah.
Yeah. So I would go on the Facebook of the Boundary, look up who was DJing there, found your like thing, and it was like TBC shirts. Looked up TBC, found there was a club, saw that it was in Brisbane, and I was like, fuck yeah, looks cool. I ended up doing your brother's after formal party.
Wow. Wow. That's a trip out.
that.
That's crazy.
I remember that. And my brother hit me up. Didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's photos on All in One Party Hire. It's like an old page that I used to DJ for. It was like me and a mate. We used to do that for like 3 years while I was underage doing parties. But like it made it look legit because the company looked legit and like it pretty was. Like
I still remember seeing, obviously after I met you and stuff, seeing you do because you still kept doing it for a little bit.
Yeah. After I turned 18, I was still doing them just because it's like I'm making good money out of it. Yeah. It's keeping my weekends alive and it's like prepping me really.
Were you working at Macca's at that time?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I was working at McDonald's when I was like 14 to like I think it was like 20.
Because did you used to do the late shifts too?
Yeah, 20. Yeah, I used to do like the morning and like night shifts. It was weird. Like I used to do like 6 a.m. make breakfast for all these tradies. Smell like grease till 2 o'clock. And then go home and try and make some like mixes before I get picked up by my mate to go do a house party set up.
That's sick.
One time I had to do like a party and I literally came from work, got in the car, straight to the gig. I still had my uniform in my bag by the end of the night. You will be off chips for a while after that. It was just like...
That's insane that you played Jaden's brother's after party. I never knew that.
But like the cool thing about it, he was just like, bro, do you know DJ Corrupt? And I'm like,
bring it back, hey, bring it back.
Yeah. But he's like, do you know DJ Corrupt? And then I realized, I'm like, oh, that's the guy that plays at Met and TBC.
Yeah.
And then he's like, yeah, that's my brother. And I'm like, bullshit, really? And I actually believed him, but I just said bullshit. He's like, nah, look. Shows the tattoo. And I'm just like, wow, this guy ain't fucking around.
Yeah.
And then sure enough, when I turned 18, I like found the boundary, used to play.
I watched you at Normanby.
Yeah, you
in the
did.
silent disco.
Yeah. But the crazy thing about this...
How shit was it to play there? Let's be real.
Well, I mean, since it's not a thing, let's go for it.
I don't give a fuck. That was the shittest.
It was
my
first.
Hang on, one sec. We got to talk to the priest. Is it okay if we can talk about that?
Trash them, who cares?
All right, let's go.
Oh my god!
I need permission. Fuck them.
I'm not your manager. Do whatever you want, mate.
Thank you.
But yeah, but the crazy thing is that how I actually met used to was the day after my birthday when I turned 18. Went to the Boundary that night and used to were playing. You headlined. See, I don't even think you boys know.
No, I remember.
Do you remember? You guys
were we both wearing TBC
matching
shirts?
matching TBC
and we walked in and we were like, what?
Yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Both these are playing the trap room. First time I walk in there, you guys are headlining, and I see the beats, and I'm like, I just downloaded those songs last night. Holy shit! This is like.
Bro,
and that's how it's crazy how that's sort of all intertwined.
Yeah, true.
It's like your cousin, my cousin, the Boundary. Big shout outs to the Boundary. Like for me, that was my shit.
I had that.
That's
where I started.
Yeah,
I started at Boundary.
Yeah.
Boundary was the sickest.
Yeah, that was. Man. I wish it was.
I mean, I came in late. I came in late for Boundary.
I'm a Boundary dude, so Stockies just does not do it for me. But like, I went no.
Shout out, Frizy.
Kind of no bad blood there.
There's no bad blood there.
I don't know. I'm just Boundary.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I know what you mean.
Yeah,
that was like I
was there,
bro. I tell you what, that was Jaden's like room. I remember a lot of people would be like, bro. Corrupt is the man. Remember you used to tell me that there was that one dude that would come and watch you.
Oh yeah. I knew him, but I knew him.
He would come up to him like, bro.
Yeah.
If you whenever you play,
man. Old Sam, he was alright.
I don't even know who he is.
But like, I guess.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about now.
Yeah, but like, I guess
he's a good dude, man. He's a good dude.
Shout out to that guy.
Shout out Sam.
Shout out to that guy. Nah. I guess it was just like really cool to just like see what you guys were doing and just being like, yo, like that's tight.
I tell you what, like when you started playing at Boundary,
yeah,
and then you went to Was it to the Met or was it there something? There was another step.
It was
between
like
that?
a weird thing. Like I did, like Normanby for my first ever
Shout out
one.
Normanby.
Oh, bro! Like again, memories. There's always
Oh,
memories.
we had fun. We had a lot of fun
bro, I
at
went to that.
Norms.
Yeah, the
At
Norm.
Normanby.
Were you there that time?
Yeah,
when
I
that-
played a set there, and then at Boundary, and then went to Normanby to see you guys. I was like, man, poor guys. You guys feel like you guys are having no fun.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a bit of fun afterwards, but anyway.
Oh yeah, but
Adam had a lot of fun that night. Anyway, we'll say that for another time.
Yeah.
This is all about Fooni. This is about Fooni. But yeah, so you played it, went to Norms.
played Normanby, and then I played like it's not even there anymore. It's like a random club that used to be in the valley. It doesn't even exist no more. It's like right next to Sky and Lotus, a little bit further down.
Okay,
Gone.
gone.
Was that?
Like you kind of know which one I'm talking about.
That's not where they used to have.
It's not amped.
Yeah, true. No, I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah, did that, and then I started playing. I played at TBC.
I thought so.
Yeah, I played for Sable and Victor Niglio.
So yes, sir.
I believe so. Maybe.
Oh, okay, sweet. So that's
I
yeah.
played that night, I think. Did I?
Yeah,
We've played Sable
Yeah, I'll
before.
we've played together once.
And
It was
Victor.
after the Halloween night, Bauer, when you decided to go monkey.
Oh yeah,
bars.
that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
What? When was this? What was this?
Remind to talk about this.
All right. At Bauer, when we were at Tivoli,
Yeah,
who else played? Was it just Bauer?
yeah, it was Bauer.
Bauer or someone? Or someone else? Backpack?
I can't
Anyway,
remember.
continuing on with the story.
Yeah.
Bauer came on, and I decided to for some fucking reason jump.
Oh,
and
you told
from
me
the
about
bottom floor to the second story and pull myself up and hang off the
Rail.
side of the rail.
Just full
in the middle of
monkey
Bauer's
man.
I didn't even know how I've been back there since, and I don't know how I jumped up.
mate.
It's a big jump. But the security guy like dragged me off, and I'm like, man, I'm not even gonna fight. Like,
Oh, that's right. You got kicked out.
got
I remember
kicked
that
out.
night.
Yeah,
Bauer
and then
set.
you went to TBC that night.
Yeah,
you had to
yeah,
close,
yeah,
and I was
yeah.
with you. Then you're like, man, I'm going home. I'm just like, oh yeah,
oh man.
sweet.
But all I can remember is just like you just kept plugging away, and then like just went to the Met, and then bro, you just started. Then you got that job at Coach Kings, and now you're
Yeah,
official Coach
that was
Kings DJ as well,
That's so
bro.
much
It just
fun.
kept on leveling up for you, man. And
Yeah.
I was like, man, that guy is just doing it. He's just doing it. Man.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like I've always been that kid out of like all my schoolmates to be like, he would do this for a job. Like when I went to formal, you know how they always have those like in 20 years you'll be in 20 yeah, like there's one where it's like these two would be the most happiest couple ever because they were like lovebirds and stuff.
And they
Some-
broke up. Later.
Yeah, and then they got with
Two kids.
and then they got with my boy Tyrone.
Oh.
Yeah, but mine, it was just like they said something amongst the lines. And it's cheesy as hell, but I guess it's like, again, another like reason why I've done this is like, it would be like performing at like New York, like playing in there. Like, I
Yeah,
can't remember
man.
the full text, but it was like playing somewhere in New York. And I was just like, that'd be cool.
That'd be dope.
And then the whole house party thing started rolling about, like started making some pretty good coin, which I wish I saved as a teenager when you're like bloody 15, 16 doing house parties every weekend. The last thing you're thinking about is like being a good boy.
Saving.
No way. No way.
Macca's! Everyone's getting Macca's! And yada, yada, yada. But it was like cool for me because it was like I did that for a bit and then house parties to clubs, small clubs to big clubs to like features, and then like finding an opportunity to make it like a full-time thing with like Coach Kings and stuff, which like I'm really appreciative because like they pulled me out of Macca's where the biggest thing I could do there DJ wise there was just plug my headphones when I was stuck in the fridges or some shit. Like,
So where was the point where you're like, I can actually do this like full time? Apart from like when Coach Kings obviously intervened and be like, yo, we want you to be with us in the club scene.
Yeah.
You just like this is actually going to be a big thing for me? Like,
Yeah.
was there like a moment where
it
someone come up
was-
to you and
It's a weird one for me because it's like I guess like anyone in life, like they'll think a certain way for like a long time, and then life happens, and then they start thinking otherwise. I guess for me it was like 16 turning 18. Oh, I'm DJing in the valley. I could do this. I'm DJing in the valley. I can do this. And then it starts going into a routine of not necessarily not being grateful. Like, it's always a case, but I guess it's like that, thing with like magicians, showing a magic trick to a lot of people. They love it because they see something magical, but it's like you lose the magic because you know the real truth about it in a way. But like out of that, like I guess for me, what sort of put me in a case where it's like, yo, like I can do it was probably like last year when I supported Skrillex. Like that was literally for me. It was like, bruh, shut up and just go to work.
Right.
Do that. Like
I still can't believe we all got that photo.
yeah, that's pretty cool.
That was all because like this guy. I can remember like Fooni's like, bro, we should all get a photo, and I'm like, nah. Okay, so put this in context, guys. Skrillex has just come off the stage. We're in the back alley of the Met. It's pretty crowded. There's a fair few people
there's
there.
a lot of
crowded.
people.
And so it was just us three. We're sort of just sitting on the gutter.
Yeah.
Like just sitting
chilling.
down.
That whole night we were just sitting
I
in
think
that alleyway.
I think he might have been having a ciggy. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, no, he was. Because in the photo, he's got a cig right next to him.
And I remember Fooni comes up to me. He's like, yo, we should get a photo. And I'm just like, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy. And Jaden stands up and just goes, well,
We're doing this.
he's never going to come here ever again. We're never going to get this opportunity. And he just started V-lining towards Skrillex.
You
And I was like,
literally...
I was like, what do you do? Just running after Jaden.
I said to Fooni, I'm like, you're coming with me. And I grabbed him and just like walked up to him.
And then Jaden just legit goes up and taps him on the shoulder.
What did you actually say to him?
I
Because
said- I
I
said-
didn't know what happened.
I just said, I'm sorry to do this to you. I know you get this a lot, but can we please have a photo?
And, bro,
That's all I said. And he's like, of course. I'm like, you're a fucking legend.
You're
You're
the
a good
man.
dude. You're a good dude.
and like he was so genuine.
He was a cool guy.
A very, very good dude.
Yeah, and I think that was for me. It was like, let's say moments like before that I had a lot of things going on where it's just like, man, am I even wanting to do this anymore? And again, that's like anything, but I guess it was just like people started talking to me, getting to sort of be like, yo, man, like you're good, and then someone just like, yo, man, like you've been listening to this guy, you grew up listening to him, you can say that.
Yeah, 100%.
And like
Yeah.
that's the end of it. And I think for me it was like, not saying you get that stamp of approval, but it's like if you always wanted to do it and it happened, same goes further. And it's just like
Big.
true. Okay.
You have to stop being a fanboy just because they're around. Just don't be weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I tried so hard. Like
Yeah. But
even
but
with-
he's like next level.
I was gonna say
The aura.
there's not many
Yeah,
there's not
literally,
many
bro.
like people that we've either DJ'd with or supported
yeah.
that I have personally been like, oh, I can actually go up and approach this guy.
Yeah.
Skrillex is the only person.
Yeah,
That's
that's
been
just like-
I've been like, oh my goodness,
I freaked out.
everything that you do, I want to do, and everything that
Yeah.
you've done has inspired me to be who we are.
100%.
And it was a big thing because like it made me actually feel like a 12-year-old again. I
Yeah.
was like, oh man.
As soon as like we got the photo, then he like sort of came up. I like shook his hand again. I was like, man, thank you again for like all you do. And he's just like, no worries, man, it's all good. And I'm just like, just like stunt. And then he's like, I see you up there, and then walked upstairs. I'm just like,
man. Best birthday ever.
Yeah. Even
Yeah.
Skrillex goes, happy birthday to Jaden at
Oh,
the very
man.
end of the night, man.
you guys played with him, right?
Yeah.
For a little bit.
Like a little bit.
That's pretty cool, though, man.
When I mean, we're not gonna like, don't want to claim like, oh, we did a back to back.
No.
But like, you got into the presence of the man, and
we,
you
we,
got to.
we
just-
played a couple of tracks with him.
It was still
until I was just like, man, I'm not gonna fuck with your groove at all. I'm just gonna chill back here. I'll just watch you.
it was
Yeah.
like
Watch you.
it was definitely like a special moment
It was
That's-
dope.
yeah.
Something
It
I
was
would never
unreal.
forget.
I'll
Yeah.
never ever forget that.
because I think the moment for me personally was like when he was just DJing, like say, like your Skrillex, we were legit standing right here. And we were standing right here, and he was just playing like house songs, just like real chilled out. And it was like, man, this guy plays in front of like hundreds and thousands of people, and he's just right there.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah. When he dropped Summit, I'm just sitting in the very back in front of all these people that are like in front of, like behind him, and I'm just sitting back and I just hear that ding, 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 ding. And I'm just like, my heart just sort of just thrilled. I'm just like, man, I just remember Black Ops, this game. Life was so much easier. And like, you know, and I guess again, we want to do this, and that's someone that does that. And it's like we got to sort of feel what it's like to sort of be within that.
Exactly right.
Man,
And it sort of made me just go, you know what? Let's try it ourselves.
Straight up.
Still remember buying that CDA.
Oh wow!
I used to listen to when I moved to Rockhampton to work for a little bit. It was an hour drive to work every morning, and just played that CD,
bro,
the whole way. My best mate fucking hated it.
Was that Mike?
Yeah, he used to sit in the back and just make fucking noises to try and piss me off. So I'd stop listening to it.
See, like, I got introduced to EDM by my cousins. Like, dubstep for me, like, when I first started listening to it, it wasn't Skrillex's first album. Like, dubstep, I learned not from him. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, but, like, bloody Mount Eden. Just
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
beautiful.
they're the OGs, right? Yeah, they're crazy. Back to, like, when you were saying, like, when you heard Summit play,
Yeah.
and you know how you have that, like, those moments where you're just like, this is like real special.
Yeah.
Did you have any of those types of moments when you've actually been playing to a crowd? If you can.
Oh,
remember?
yeah. There's been a few. Like, when I played GPO for the first time for you boys,
Oh, yeah.
that was one. It was like a really crazy moment for me.
That just brought me back some memories.
That
there.
was a
Yeah.
crazy
Oh
night,
my
man.
goodness! I totally forgot you played after us.
See what I mean? Like,
That's amazing.
it's just like, for me, that was sort of one where it's just like, if you were there that night, you would know like what was good. Like,
Yeah,
That was actually a sick,
that was a wow.
like,
wow.
I played your guys' remix as my first track, and then I drop swapped it into You Don't Know by Vincent.
Yeah.
And it just like
I remember
blew
you
the
like
top.
grabbing me when you were like, bro, listen to the first song. Like, just stay around for the first song. I was like, bro, we're gonna watch your set. Like,
If you're not busy, legit.
man, that was a great night, man.
Yeah.
And the whole crew was there. Like
Yeah.
everyone was there. Man, good time.
Because that was the first night of our tour.
Tour, yeah.
Yeah.
And
That was, and like, yeah. Sorry.
We had
yeah, wow.
good night.
Good. So yeah, I mean, I remember like a few times that you've played at GPO, and bro, it's just been like going off. Like you just have that like that natural ability to like read crowds, and especially when we'd throw in the odd like rap tracks.
Yeah.
Like back then, when like obviously heaps of people do it now, but like
Yeah.
back then it was like something so different
Different,
that
yeah.
you would just do, and it would just
Work
be,
remix.
oh yeah.
No comment.
Wasn't it like a meme? Like whenever you see the crowd like dying, like for a trap DJ,
Yeah,
like whenever you see the
work.
crowd, just a work remix just comes on.
Work remix.
It's so true, man.
Yeah.
I guess it's cool because it's like we all have those tracks that like put us in a position where it's like, fuck, that was sick.
Yeah.
Like I think for me, Lotus Eater,
Oh,
What's or Not,
Bro.
Stereosonic. I was with you.
wait.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who was playing? Yeah, What's or Not was playing at Stereosonic. I think it was the last time they had Jaws and Snails go back to back.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I remember.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then I ended up going into What's or Not set, and you're just chilling, and then all I hear is, and I asked you because you're like, such a good track, eh, man. I'm just like, he knows it. Message him later.
What was that track?
Yo, what was that track? And like, I play that, and also I guess another good segue is like a moment of like, that felt great.
Yeah.
Was when I played for Keizo.
Oh.
I played like my little edit, and it was like Macklemore Can't Hold Us.
Oh yeah, you have a video of that, right?
Yeah. That one for me was like,
We don't have it.
Adam's out here.
Find it.
Adam's
I'm
out
sorry,
here.
what'd you say?
Where is it?
Tinder.
It's on Facebook, but it's okay. Adam's on Tinder.
Add hashtag feelings. Good plug.
That's okay. Oh,
I need a day for the races.
And he has tickets.
yeah, I remember you. Yeah, that was on Facebook. That was a big moment.
That was a cool one for me because it was like, I guess, not saying like, as you said, different at the time, Macklemore into something like that. It's like pretty cool.
What was the edit? It was Can't Hold Us.
Can't hold us into Lotus Eater.
Oh,
Lotus.
yeah, Lotus edit.
But I added like drums, like a build up, and then for the last bar, I like repeated that and then just sort of made like a little melody out of it. It's like dude, like it just fit,
yeah,
and
nice.
then I was just like, alright, sweet.
Nice.
Played it, filmed it, and it just went off. And like that's a moment where I was just like, fuck, this is this is something else.
That's crazy, man. Is there any other like tracks that you've made that you've like got the pleasure to play? Have you played the Juice World one out?
I played that one a lot. That one was for me. It was like, I guess like a really big step because it was just like coming out of my shell,
Yeah.
being like, this is me, and like that's it. And I like a bunch of like, you know, as we do, as people, we self down, all that kind of stuff. I was just like, man, I had so many versions of that song. I sort of was like freaking out and all this kind of stuff, putting myself in like a rut. And then as soon as I actually stopped and just sort of went like, okay, this is it, send. It's like,
Yeah.
most satisfying thing ever because it's just like, okay, now that's done. And then it's like, it's not finished, bro. Like the track's finished, but the race isn't. Like,
Yeah.
keep going. And then I guess like making more stuff is sort of what's going on.
Starting to release music is very intimidating.
It is.
I still remember when I started doing it, and like everything, like what people are gonna think. Do you think it's good? You put it out, and then you listen back to it, and you're like, oh, maybe I could have done this, maybe I could have done that. It's pretty hard when you think about it at the start, anyway.
Definitely.
Like where we're at now, and like as you'll come to learn this, like just releasing music just comes naturally, and like you get so hyped for releasing music now, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, and I guess like the one that I played with Graveyards was like a really good feeling because it was like got to play it in front of a good crowd.
Oh, and
like,
Graveyards actually came out, didn't he?
Yeah, it was crazy. Like he's like he like Graveyards is probably one of the like nicest people. I've only met the dude like a handful of times, but I've known him throughout my entire 18 years, like from 18 onwards.
Yeah.
Went to the GPO to see you guys, Graveyards.
Oh, yeah.
And then, like, from now to then, it's like, I've got a track with him now. It's like...
Dude, and, like, he's had stuff on DimMac.
Yeah, JCO.
Beatport #1 with Lowdown.
Lowdown, yep. Yeah, so, bro,
he was a really cool guy to work with, and it was just, like, a organic... It didn't feel like, you know, I'm sure you guys get a lot of people being like, hey, let's collab. He's, like, real... like lychee.
Yeah.
That one was sort of like a real like have a gaze if you don't like it, that's cool, but like give it a crack, and then I gave it a gaze and it worked out well.
That's crazy.
I feel like he doesn't care, He just like wants to make music.
Exactly.
Like that, and like that's what the vibe I get from every time like I talk to him, whatever. He just wants to make beats.
Yeah.
He doesn't really care what happens.
And it's interesting you say like you can tell like when someone just wants to collab with you for like
Clout.
Yeah, I didn't want to use the word, but like I know what you mean. Like, like it's just like whoever's hot at that time, and like you get that vibe, and it's just sometimes that doesn't gel well. You know, you
trying to force the track out.
Exactly. Yeah, you can't like force anything.
Yeah,
especially with any type of art.
Yeah, fuck.
But have you got anything else like coming in the works?
Yeah, so at the moment I've got an original that I have been like basically keeping to myself for the past 2 months, but it's sort of a case now where it's like, all right, send it. Not saying send it, I don't care. It's like at a certain point you're just gonna know it's done. Like don't touch with it, don't touch it, don't do anything, just like let it be. And I learned that along the way of like making the shit. Like obviously before it was just like no. No. Not right now. And now it's just like, okay, I'm comfortable enough to be like, let's go. So that's on the way. We've got a couple of like collabs that I've had in the works, and definitely got to get onto those ones. But at the moment, it's just another original, and then we'll see what goes from there. Crazy.
Tell me like the mental, like your mind state in terms of like creating songs. Do you create from like something that inspires you, like a sound, or is it more like just a feeling?
A bit of both. I think for me, the biggest thing is like I need to be intrigued with it straight away. Like if it's not something that just goes like, you know, like a cat see or something, when they hear specific noise, they'll be like, if that hits, it's going on like it's going on like the computer.
Yeah.
And I think it's one of those things where it's just like I've got all these little mini beats and projects of just stuff that I've liked, whether it's EDM related or not, hip hop, bloody. I've done some weird stuff, but I guess the creativeness is just like if I vibe it first, keep going.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. I just throw you that question.
What about you guys?
This was like, it's interesting. Like, it's just interesting to hear from
other people
Yeah.
how they approach stuff
So
like
that's the
that.
thing, like I guess same with you boys, like as a duo, like what kind of like what creative tools do you guys use like as a duo? You guys are like, man, Emmett can rack down like the best drums and like well do you guys ever sort of do that kind of stuff?
The
Or is it
vibe,
like
man.
vibes?
Yeah,
It's just the vibe.
Straight up, it's just
Yeah.
like collabing every time.
Well, yeah, it's
And
the
we've said that so many times.
and it
but,
was.
like,
Sorry, you go.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
We just go in there
Great
with our
teamwork,
own,
guys.
with our own. We just like talking about it so much, right? It's
We're
great.
trying to get a vibe now. Come on, man.
What do you say?
I don't even know.
Nah,
Because I got depression.
fucking way.
Yeah, that's in there. That's in there.
Oh,
Come on, kid. It was good. It was good.
yeah, nah. So I don't know. Me and Emmett always come in, and we've always just like worked on shit separately.
Yeah.
But then we'll just like, if we've got something that we fuck with, we'll just be like, "Oi, I made something," and boom, send it together, and then he'll be like, "All right," but I'll splice it over, and he'll just go at it, and then just back and forth, or we'll just bring in the studio and just fucking go from here. But like,
before, like when I didn't live in Brisbane,
Yeah.
that was like
Oh,
it was a
yeah.
bit hard,
that was fucked.
and that was like that was just before. This was like when Splice was just really new.
Yeah.
So like
And we
I
didn't
would
know
have to,
about it.
I would come up like you know what it was like, where like driving an hour and a half to come up. But like I loved it. I love coming up and hanging with Jaden. I love going to the studio. I love like going out and playing shows too. So yeah, as Jaden said, it's more just like a vibe and just like tearing ideas apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's basically how we've been doing it for the past couple of years.
Ideas could stem from fucking anything, bro.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just like a sample, or you're listening to like fucking Skrillex's new song, you're like, oh, cool, like let's fucking make something down those lines. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Could be anything.
I
I
got,
got inspired from watching Dr. Dre's fucking thing, doco.
Yeah.
Oh man, watch that and just tell me someone to tear Ableton to shreds.
Yeah, that's it, man.
it's cool, bro. I like just being in the environment of just like being creative.
Oh man, it's dope, eh?
It's cool because it's like, I guess it works with like people that are like with you. That makes sense.
100%.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you're totally right, man. Like, it's hard to be a creative person if you're not in the right, either the right
Yeah.
group
Yeah.
or
Base,
or if you're just
anything,
doing
man.
it by yourself. Like, it can be
Yeah.
so hard, and
Yeah.
and that's when you can get so caught up in like, oh, my music is not
mind.
good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to release anything because it sounds trash. Oh, what if old mate that's been bullying me at school hears it, and now I'm
Fucking-
gonna be even worse? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Michael's being a dick.
On my
Wow.
case.
you know what?
all the time?
It's all about like just supporting each other and like
That's it.
and which, bro, this like why we have you on here, man, because like you've been supporting our stuff and hopefully we've been doing it back to
Oh,
you,
yeah,
bro,
no,
as
you guys
much
have
as we
been
can.
good.
Like, you know, yeah, it's. I think we're talking about this with Noi. Like, it's good that
Gratitude,
there's
bro.
like there's like this like a nice tight knit like community within Brisbane,
Yeah.
especially with all the producers. Like they're just really supportive,
Yeah, 100%.
which is awesome. Which is what you need. It's what you need.
Yeah. It's just fam.
Yeah, exactly.
Fam.
Yeah, for sure,
Oh,
for sure, for sure.
So, there's been a few festivals.
Oh,
released
yeah.
lately.
Oh shit. Yeah.
So we got Festival X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
XCOM, give it to you.
We've got Sand Tunes, which is the day after.
Straight up.
Yeah, oh, it's in the same weekend. Like,
Same.
yeah,
All right. So Festival X is the Friday.
I think.
Is that correct, Mr. Fucking?
Yeah, Festival X Friday, Sand Tune Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, one Festival X is in Brisbane.
Yeah.
Few big names.
Yeah, some good names.
I'm gonna have to pull them up.
Yeah, do we? So
Blowface.
hold on.
baby.
Yeah, but Little Pump, right? Is that Little Pump that one?
Can you
I think so.
bring them up, Mr. Cameraman?
Calvin Harrah.
Yeah. Oi. He hasn't played here since
Stereo.
Stereo 2012.
12. Shoot.
Wait. Did he?
Shoot.
Yeah,
Wait,
look,
did he
look,
do-
yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. So we got Sand Tunes,
Travis Scott,
Logic,
Juice WRLD, Carly Rae Jepsen.
I
Bro,
know.
what's going on
it's
there,
like gonna
man?
be a crazy like. It's a stew. It's gonna be a massive stew of vibes. Like
It's gonna be a bit of everything.
it's gonna be of everything. Like you've got.
Kwame is dope.
Yeah.
I didn't actually see that.
Yeah,
Oh
like-
man.
It's weird. It's weird.
Did
Oh,
you see
oh.
ticket prices?
No, I've heard a little bit about it, but I actually don't know the full extent.
So we've
Like,
got what is it? One ticket for both days is
$400.
$400.
And I think how much
That's
is
pre-sale.
That's
price.
pre-sale.
It's
so
$450 first release.
So we're talking that's going to hit maybe $500, $550 final release.
Yep.
So it's an Xbox.
That's exactly what you'll get when you
Wow.
walk in. You'll get an
Are you
Xbox.
getting Sand Tunes or you getting a new Xbox?
Yeah.
For sure, bro.
Do I get?
But
Yeah.
Xbox is trash. But
Oh.
don't even at me.
I'm just gonna take it.
So
What about the hostility, cuz?
I mean, 400 is pretty expensive.
pricey, man.
Travis Scott and Logic are dope as fuck. I 100%
yeah.
would love to see both of them. But
I don't know anything.
if I'm paying 80 to see J. Cole, Bass, and JID before, like, they weren't as big as they are now, but
Was Cos there?
no, I don't think so. But see those three, even though they're not as big as what they are now, but like J. Cole was. But that was dope. That was a sick concert. I'm not paying $400 to see Travis Scott and Logic
yeah,
with.
it's a bit
I'm
pricey.
pretty sure it's an under 18s festival.
All ages, all ages.
Really?
No,
It's not.
Okay,
Okay,
well that's right then.
but still, like that's a lot.
That's a lot of money,
man.
for
But I
two acts.
But I think the angle that they might be coming from, I'm not justifying it, but I think the
Look,
angle is.
I'm open for
Ja
more
Rule.
opinions.
Ja Rule.
Ja Rule.
Ja Rule.
But I reckon it's because Logic has never played in Australia, and Travis Scott that's the only show in Australia that Travis will feature in. I think that's the only angle I can think of
To
that
make
they can go
enough
for that
money.
that price.
Yeah, but like, alright. So how much was Drake when he came here last time? Does anyone know?
Adam, how much was Drake?
Adam.
Come on.
What for? Like a
It was
Good
maybe 200 for the floor seats. For like standing floor.
yeah,
180, 220
Yeah,
in
so
between that range.
that's-
Yeah.
Yeah.
like. So say if Travis came by himself, do you reckon he'd charge about that much? I reckon now. Maybe
150, 180.
yeah. So like 400, 400.
400 for like
Quick math.
But like
For a-
Travis and Logic are the biggest names on that
yeah, by far.
by far. When you look at like Festival X,
You're gonna say Carly? Wait, Carly Rae Jepsen?
Hey, continue.
when you look at Festival X, it's kind of like a more of a spread.
Yeah, from Sand Tunes. Yeah,
It's a lot of vibes of different shit. You're gonna be
Different shit
sad, happy, lovey-dovey.
Hungry,
It's hungry,
sleepy.
sleepy.
Hold on, we got
all of the
hang on,
above.
we got Festival X coming up here.
Hectic.
Oh. Yep. Yay! So the 29th.
All right,
I'm
so
a
let's
Van Buren.
check this out.
Murder
got-
Beats is a really cool one for me, but like at the same
That
time,
is
that is such a
But
like
it's-
wild card
it's so
thing.
weird.
That's the thing. But like
Calvin Harris, Armin Van Buren, and Little Pump. Wow. Top three. So we've got obviously one that's like, Calvin Harris is like Grammy nominated. He's done everything.
Yeah.
Armin, he's obviously a legend within techno,
yeah, like psytrance,
psytrance type stuff,
He-
and then
yeah,
just Little Pump, like
And then there's
Bang, Little
Escalate. But like, I guess like for me, this. Look, yeah, like the flavors of this are just so diverse because you've got Trippie Redd, and then you got Steve Aoki, you got Murder Beats, and then you got MK, you got Marlo, and then you got like what bad rapper, like psytrance trap,
It's just so
rap,
all over the
Murder
shop.
Boy. Like it's cool, like I dig it, but I think it was just like, man, that's such a wild card, lucky dip type vibes.
But that's like what's in at the moment. It's just like there's so much hip hop's like
Yeah,
so big right now,
that's just
but then like EDM is like just as big as well.
like Rolling Loud came through.
Yeah, like
And then you got
Even though it
like
was a trash
Hidden with JID, Ski Mask.
I like that,
That was
festival.
Yeah,
That was fun.
interesting.
that was so
good.
much fun, man.
Dubstep and then fucked up.
Um, I think you guys are right. Like this, I feel like this festival might be a bit too diverse.
I feel like
It's a very different one.
400.
Like, how much is this one? How much is this
How
one?
much
Go?
Festival
Hold on.
X?
I'm just-
First tickets are starting at 156.
Oh wow, that's way better value.
yeah.
That's
And you get
way. I mean, obviously anything under $400 is way better value.
Anything
like-
what
but
you
like-
save is good value.
But if you had them both down, like if you put Sand Tunes at 200, you'd go.
See, like this one's
Yeah.
more like
Maybe.
this Sandtunes one's outside of the EDM type stuff.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
more towards like live bands and things
Mainstream
of that
people.
nature.
Nova 106.9.
Yeah. Well, like I've been hearing ads on the radio. Travis Scott, like live in
Yeah,
Australia,
they're
only
really
show ever. It's like, ah, shoot,
$400 a ticket. They need to make sure they sell it.
that's hectic. But like, it's at the same time, like, think about it. There's been a lot of crazy wild card stuff before. Like, I remember when I was like 17 or 16, Wiz Khalifa, Skrillex, ASAP Rocky, and Gold Coast.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
right.
Yeah, I guess it's like flavor. It's
Flavor.
changing up all the time.
I think I to be honest, out of everyone in that lineup, I would probably be most excited to see Logic.
Yeah. Oh,
just
yeah.
because he is a completely different artist to
Yeah.
even the other lineup, you know?
Mm.
Like he's just in his own sort of lane. So like I've seen Travis Scott at Listen Out like a while ago.
Yeah.
I think that was the one how Jaws like headlined.
Yeah,
I think you went to see
I went to
Jaws.
watch Jaws.
Yeah. Oh, rookie mistake, dude. Travis was so good. He was so energetic. Climbed up on top of like this, like,
I so regret not going.
Yeah, I regret not going to see Travis.
bro. He was hyped the whole set.
Do
So
you
he
know
was
why
like,
I didn't go? And this is probably gonna be so gross, but I didn't go toenail.
Bro,
Hurt too much. No, I ain't going anywhere.
Honestly, I
Fuck
feel your
that.
pain. I've been through it, and it fucking sucks. Sucks so
Like
much.
even like going to clubs in general with that was a nightmare.
yeah.
High heels. Bro, I
Nice big
cried tears, proper tears. Just like, man.
But yeah,
Why?
so the reason why we're talking about this, would
Yeah.
you go to either of these festivals?
Um.
And tell me why you would.
Well, like me, realistically, as a person, like I just sort of just like I don't know. If it doesn't necessarily pick me up straight away, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, like
I'm exactly
Hey
the
Adam,
same.
can we pull up Drip
Drip
World?
World. Would I go to that?
I mean, let's have a look. So I think this one's a bit suspect to me.
The second
It's
one.
suspect.
Like it's just a bit, you know, like whenever there's like a full lineup with like rappers, you always be like,
yeah.
Yeah,
Especially in
it's-
Australia, man.
Yeah, yeah.
it's a very touchy subject. I just feel like it's
just go to a buy some tickets, put 3 down, and thank
thanks,
you so much.
thanks for that.
Yeah, it's a pay one.
See, like, and it's 15 plus.
How much are we looking at? 189.
Does that mean this is an
Oh
underage
my
event?
lord.
VIPs.
340.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 189 second release.
Okay.
Wow.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
For the like,
The lineups are not too bad.
go back to the lineup, please.
That's pretty good. Yeah. I just find this
Akon.
like
I paid 200.
Like,
Ain't that a week?
the one thing that the one thing that I got really like, I guess, tripped out by this is just the like people
There's
that are
the prices.
going and then just the songs that they'll sing. It's just gonna be hilarious. Because you're gonna be getting people that are gonna be like, you know, doing the triplets, being like skirt skirt, and then for
And
like
Akon busts out.
and then Akon's gonna bust out with some lonely, I missed it, and then man, everyone's gonna be sad boy.
And then plug walk.
Yeah, and then Plug Wall comes through, and then French Montana comes in with no stylist. And just and like,
Are they all getting in?
To Australia.
No one's showing up.
Migos prove that they can come.
yeah, shout out Migos. They
I
gave
think
me
French Montana, he'll be easy.
French and Akon will be sweet. What's a little baby like?
I don't know,
Anyone?
Little baby.
little bit.
Adam, you into little baby? No.
Okay.
Shout out Migos. They put my handle on their Snapchat.
Like-
Skirt.
Yeah.
Zan? Did Zan get into Australia?
I don't think.
He just recently
Yeah, he went to
New Zealand.
Well, Lil Skies didn't.
Little Sky's gonna get in Australia.
Hell no, he was supposed to play at Listen Out, backed out.
Oh yeah, that's right.
right.
Yeah.
So cut.
Yeah, well,
Comethazine would be cool.
as long as Akon goes.
Yeah. But hey, man, there's been times in the past where there's been, T-Pain.
How did they get Akon? Like, is he just like, he's saving his country.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
last time I
proper.
heard he was being, like Jesus and
Yeah,
stuff,
of
like
his
saving
country,
power.
yeah.
of
Bro, that's
his
what,
country, like-
he's like putting it on for Africa. Like,
yeah, he's
getting electricity there.
But like, hasn't released a song in how long?
Who cares? It's Akon.
And
It's
now
crazy.
crazy.
Akon's
Like,
coming
think about
to
it.
Australia.
But like, look at the songs that he made from like that. Not to dogging out Akon. I love his music. I'll play it anytime. Like, rah rah rah. But like, it goes from like hip hop, and then he had that whole collaboration with like David Guetta,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then went down that track, and then didn't hear much afterwards.
I reckon he
Can I
would have.
just ask, will he play Sexy Bitch in these days?
Oh, I don't think so, I don't reckon he will.
I think he'll get kicked out of the country.
I wanna make up my
Yeah. I think maybe that's the one song he would regret. But like, I reckon that's probably the one song that would have made him millions.
Yeah.
He'd be still raking in from that.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Even the Lonely song as well. Like that one.
That's just
That's a
cemented
good
in
Sad.
history-
That
in
was
music
pre-Drake.
That
Yeah, I
was
said it.
pre-Drake.
That was pre-Drake.
But you know what? You are right. He hasn't released anything. He hasn't done much
No,
in social media, and then he just appears
That's what I
on here.
mean. You know what I mean? Like,
I think it's just one of those household
Nothing.
names. Like 2006
Yeah,
to
but-
7, those artists like would just
but when 50 Cent came over here, they were like, director of power. Like, they weren't even like pronouncing him as like, hey, it's 50 Cent. Like, everyone knows 50 Cent is. That was like the director of power. It's just like,
Yeah, what's up with
you
that?
don't need to do that.
No, you don't.
a fine sponsor of vitamin water. 50 Cent. Vitamin water.
But you look at that lineup.
Yeah.
I would say Akon's the one that's like
Most
oh, wow.
likely.
But wait,
That's
it's either
pretty
Are you saying most
It's
likely to
either-
come into the country?
No,
Are you
no,
saying-
sorry. Like, okay, I remember you were saying this. He's like a household name,
Oh yes.
but then you have like Migos, French, Little Baby, and then Akon's just there. Like, I mean, I reckon Akon's great. He's a dope. Will be dope, but it's just like Akon.
It kind of feels like Akon's like their older brother, and like he's just trying to be babysit or some shit. Like you look at all the artists and all of their music, and then you compare it to Akon. It's like, man, you can definitely tell an age gap between the
that's what I
two.
was about to say that. Like, age gap is ridiculous.
It's pretty cool. I was like, cool. It's pretty like out there that it's like that. 10 years doesn't seem like that long until you put it on like something like this and you're like, damn. Some of these kids don't even know who the fuck Akon is nowadays. Like, the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. And, like, especially like,
Little baby's probably saying that right now. Like, who the fuck is Akon?
but especially like Little Skies, Lil Xan, Rich the Kid. Like, like it's just weird.
It's a very interesting lineup, and I guess, if this is the person that wanted to run like that, I'd just like to see how that goes.
And I'm quite amazed that like they've sat in a team and been like, we need one more name. Akon. You know? Like, how did that come about? Like, we need one more just to push the sales to the roof. Akon. No disrespect. No disrespect to Akon
at all, but like,
But like, it would have been a really weird meeting on a Monday.
alright, so we got three of the hottest rappers, Migos. Drake features French Montana. Akon. Alright.
Cool.
We'll go with Akon.
Oh, that's crazy.
Are you gonna listen out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to go because of one man that I felt it would have been a good idea if they did put him on this, but I'm happy in a way that they didn't. Motherfucking Denzel Curry.
Oh yeah.
I'm not the biggest Denzel Curry fan, but I've seen like Emmett showed me heaps of live stuff of him, and I'm keen.
Oh
I'm
man.
keen.
Bro, I just want to see the dreads. Oh well, I'm not
Nah,
going. So I just, but the
he,
dreads.
he cut them off.
What?
Yeah. He's looks like Chris Rock.
Sumo.
Yeah,
That's the
Sumo and Ricky. Very loud.
Pretty little feel.
I am going deaf.
Wow.
Amazing. Amazing.
Sorry, boys.
Yeah,
Left
that's
the volume up a bit there.
that's all good.
It's
That was just a
felt like-
preview. That's a preview of what's to come. and listen out if you guys want to go.
My bad.
I think the one that you're obviously excited about for
Oh
that is
man, Schoolboy Q.
Thumbs up.
Oh man, that dude.
yeah.
Man of the year, please.
On repeat.
Please.
But yeah,
Do you like his new album?
Huh?
Do you listen to his new album?
Little
Crash
ones, but I haven't heard the whole thing.
Yeah, it's.
You?
I already know it off by heart.
Oh.
yeah, it's dope. That is it.
Wait. Tattoos. You say you're gonna get tattooed Schoolboy?
Yeah, I'll get a Schoolboy Q tattoo.
You got who you got now?
I got Dr. Dre and Biggie at the moment. Just waiting to save some
Skin conditions prevent me, but fuck yeah, dude. I would definitely get the same.
Wait, like you can't get any on your arms?
Nah, dude, I can't.
Just on your face then.
Can't even do that. I was just like, man, if not, man, Mike Tyson. Kidding, mom. Just kidding.
Kidding.
So did you say you are going to
Yeah.
this now?
I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it because, like, last year, obviously, it was like a mecca. You know, you had like a bunch of amazing acts. Rocky, Free Rocky.
Doja Cat's
Free
going,
Rocky.
bro.
Rocky.
Bro,
Free
Doja Cat.
Rocky.
Doja Cat's going. There you go,
Ooh,
brother.
really?
Yeah, there you go.
King.
But you know, this lineup particular, I think
Is unfucking real.
is probably it's
pretty good.
They've
Yeah.
nailed this lineup.
Yeah.
And I say that because I've saw a lot of people online sort of trashing it, being like, "Oh, this is trash," but this is coming from people who are like dubstep,
Yeah.
like love a
They've
lot of heavy
pulled
bass
them.
stuff.
Yeah.
And you know, that was kind of it wasn't like it was sort of like upsetting to me because I'm like, why don't you just go and immerse yourself into something completely different other than that? You know what I mean? Like, go explore more new music. If you like that music, that's all cool. But
I just said like
Yeah.
Diplo, Flume, Schoolboy Q, just for the three big acts.
Perdo's like one that I'm looking forward to.
Perdo, yeah.
Jeez.
But like even having those three names on the one festival in Australia is fucking sick.
Oh yeah.
They're
big.
big.
Even for me, like I'm not like I don't know anything about these kind of events. I know how to run them, but like one person I've always said, like, man, listen, I'd be so tired if they had these kind of people. Like for some reason, Wiz Khalifa would have been sick for one.
100%.
Just-
Good vibe, eh? Just the vibe of the festival.
Yeah,
it's that vibe.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I think you're right. I think Wiz won't be able to get let in the country now.
Come on.
Do you know
mate.
what rumor I heard?
What's that?
Tyler might be coming.
Yeah, I heard
his
that
band
too.
might be
New Zealand, eh?
in Australia.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So like his band might be.
He's banned from Australia. Snoop,
Yep.
Wiz, Breezy.
Yeah.
You're the only one I want to be.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. See, this is the thing. Like, this is where it's like, hold up, we'll just wait for that plane to go over.
The plane.
Yeah, this is where like like you see all those rappers just pulling out for random reasons. Like,
Yeah.
you're just like, why do that? Like, why not just lock it down, and just come? You know, like it's just I don't get it. I don't get it why they just keep pulling out or canceling. It's really annoying. Please stop doing that.
It's become to a point where it's like I don't know. It again, I'm not no specialist or like person that know about these kind of things, but it happens way too many times.
Like
in my
way too
opinion.
many times. Like who cancelled recently?
Chance.
Chance. Oh yeah.
On the day of headlining Splendor.
But there was another one.
Lil Pump for FOMO.
Bro, no.
Little
You listen to him heaps, and I do too. Joyner cancelled.
Oh,
bro,
yeah,
that was
But
heart-wrenching.
I think that was amidst the Eminem
So,
Yeah.
album.
I thought that he was going to tour with Eminem.
Yeah,
I was like, he's getting pulled to do the tour. And I was hyped as
Yeah,
fuck. I had
no,
money down on that, but he didn't. So I'm gonna assume it just wasn't the right time because,
Yeah.
like, think about it. He did that. He was kind of big from like the Chris Brown tracks and stuff, but like when that Eminem track came out, he just went fucking.
Yeah.
See you later.
And then the Tory beef that they had was like
that,
big too.
That was dope. That was cool. And
Yeah.
now he's got his album coming out, I think, this weekend.
Maybe that's what he's waiting for.
Hey?
Maybe that's what he's waiting for. Too.
Yeah, but like if he put up a tour now, I reckon he could confidently do a decent run around Australia.
There's a lot of crazy acts coming through. We got Jaden Smith. That was pretty cool.
I was with that post, hey.
Mm.
Yeah, nice.
Good times.
Good times.
Was that
If they-
good? Did you go to Post?
Nah.
Oh,
I saw the clips and I was just like, ah, man.
I was gonna go. He actually.
I went to Melbourne. It was actually sick. I was actually expecting Post to be pretty trash, but he was really good.
Yeah, fuck yeah. That's mad.
I just really wanted to go see Jaden Smith, but yeah, Jaden Smith was sick. But out of any festival, what's the one festival you would play at? And it doesn't have to be here in Australia.
Ooh, probably like, yeah, EDC would be a really cool one for me. But like other than that, it would probably be like Splendor.
Yeah.
Just because it's like, I guess, from
Homegrown.
what kind? Yeah, homegrown, but
Yeah.
it's. I have a side of me that's not necessarily completely EDM, or also a side that's complete hip hop. Something in the middle for me is like my haven, like my home. And I guess it's like something like that where I've seen that lineups before. They've got like Miguel, Cesar,
yeah.
and
But
then
then they go like grime.
grind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like I've never gone to that, and I haven't like really gone into that kind of stuff. But to say to perform there just because it's like what I like in music, even though I haven't gone there, it's like I would like to express that with those kind of people.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
It'll be cool.
That's crazy. How long are we going for, Adam? About an hour?
Not bad.
Is there anything else you want to...
Not bad.
Oh my god!
Goodness.
How did you?
Not bad.
How long have you had that one
Yeah,
for?
hard.
That's a new one.
Is there anything you want to add to that? We've been talking for a while.
Yeah, I kind of like lost track.
That's
after
great.
a while.
It's because we're just talking, bro.
Yeah, for
Having
sure.
a good chat. Blaze. Good times.
So when's your next show?
Next show, I actually cannot remember right now. I think it's like August, mid-August.
August.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Huh? It might be. But anyway, yeah.
Soon. I'll be playing soon.
No, that's crazy, man. I mean, is there anything you want to ask him, bro?
Oh, man, I think we're good.
Bro, thank you so much for coming on the show, man.
Nah, it's all good. That was fun.
Tell us your socials, man. Like, where can we find you, bro?
Instagram at rfooni, AHH_FOONI. It's my last name mispronounced and misspelled.
Yep.
That's nice. And you're all over SoundCloud?
Yeah, SoundCloud at Fooni, FOONI. I just post a lot of good stuff that I like on my likes and music when I like it. That makes no sense whatsoever, but
Make sure you guys check him out. Go support the man. Go follow him. Go do all that stuff.
loves.
And thank you guys for watching the show. And we'll see you guys next time.
Come